Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Shadow of Mordor video. Today we're going to be talking about a few things that were said during the stream, most specifically the training of armies. So let's just get started by saying we know that you can dominate certain orcs and certain uruks, and by doing that you can either make them into your army or you have different options to recruit them. Now I'll be going more over specifics on that in another video, but for today we're going to be talking about how their army goes into effect of our army. So for example, I dominate Uruk A, and now what do I do with his army? Well, basically they can either come a part of you or they can scatter to join neighboring tribes. Now by training your army you'll have certain things, and by training them you can grow their power. They'll have these specific training missions to grow individuals' power amongst your army. You'll have fighting pits where they'll fight to the death to raise the ranks. You'll have these hunting missions, of course, where the more successful they are with the hunting, the better the level will be. Or for example, if they are hunting Karagogs and they get this Karagog, then they'll become certain specific traits with that. Now you can recruit gangs, and orcs gangs won't just be grunts, they'll be mixed. So for example, I mean, an Olokai, which is a super elite, higher than Uruk, is kind of like a troll. It could have a whole gang and army of just elite archers. So there's a lot of mix and matches going on with mounts. The better the gangs, the bigger the gangs, there's more power and more elements. So you can really mix and match. Now, to end this video, we're just going to take a quick look at what was said in the stream, and then we'll do a little recap.
One that people were looking for. They were discussing the training of an army. So we can dominate a person, they are added to our army, but what is the process of a training, I guess?
So the orcs have different missions. So they have training missions to grow in power. They have fight pits where they fight to the death against each other to rise up between the ranks. They have hunting missions where they'll go after the different kind of beasts and monsters. They have other training missions to recruit gangs as well. So now the gang that an orc will have might not just be the grunts of the same class he has. So for example, you might have an Olog who's got a gang of elite archers with, fire weapons or whatever. So they can mix and match who their kind of posse is. So that adds a lot more to their sort of powers. So to give them mounts, to give them gangs, to give them better gangs, to have them increase in power, to get elements, so maybe they want to get the fire weapons or poison weapons. So there's all these different ways that they can grow.
Oh, so you can have your orc that you dominate, and then that orc develops their own posse and followers behind that, and so there's that extra layer of strategy, which would then you choose them on how to attack the fort, and so you have this multi-layered tiered strategies for each choice.
Yeah, or maybe you just want to do something awesome. Like I just want to have a whole army of feral tribe assassins with fire weapons, and because that's just going to be super cool and
running with torches, pitchfork kind of look. Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, so as you saw in the video there from the Twitch stream, it's a lot of possibilities, and that's really the big thing about Shadow of Mordor. That was, there's all these different opportunities and you can really create your own story. Well, that's really been amplified with all these new abilities, the new stories, the new nemesis system mechanics, which already was fantastic in creating a personal story. Now blood brothers of the Uruks, they'll be fighting on different sides, loyal to their tribe or army, and then if you're fighting them against each other, they'll hate you for that. So there's lots of emotions and lots of character building up with minor characters, which I think is fantastic and really expands the story. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed. I have been Gamer011, and if you want to click that big subscribe button and a like button to watch more Shadow of Mordor and just me in general, because I'm pretty cool like that, and comment down below what you thought about the stream and about this certain topic. Alright guys, bye bye.
Gotcha.